Well, I think I know Dr. Murray well enough to know that any message he has to the family is, I'm here to help, I'm sorry for your loss, and we're going to do everything we can to try to expedite the investigation and help LAPD and medical examiner figure out what happened here. Dr. Murray became Michael Jackson's private physician only in May of 2009. And whether there was any other problems in the past, if they're not revealed to Dr. Murray, of course he's not going to know about them. But from what Dr. Murray knew, he didn't have any heart problems. He was fine. It was relatively frequent. I mean, he'd see him frequently. His practice was limited to Michael Jackson as of May of 2009. And on occasion, Michael Jackson would ask him to stay the night. It turns out that Wednesday night was one of those nights, and he was there that Thursday morning as a result. He's described it to me. He explained that Michael Jackson was on the bed. He went over to him after he determined he didn't have a pulse. He put one hand behind his back on to brace his back. It was a very firm bed, but he did that as precaution, and then compressed with his free hand. He was using quite a bit of force. Michael Jackson is not a big man. He's very frail, very small. Dr. Murray is not small. He's a very large man. And he was using sufficient compression to keep the blood circulating. He checked for that, made sure of that. It was circulating. And kept a pulse through the entire time before emergency personnel arrived at the house. I can't discuss with you what drugs Michael Jackson, or we believe Michael Jackson, might have been taken prior to his death. Just by agreement with LAPD while the investigation continues. But it's not anything that we would expect to cause his death. And I can't, it's not fair to Michael Jackson to go back 2 months, 3 months, and get into all of the possible drugs or prescriptions that might have been provided to him, because a lot of it might be very personal and most of it completely irrelevant to what happened to him Thursday morning. What is relevant is what he had in his system at the time, and toxicology will bear that out. My client is here to help any way possible the investigation into the tragic death of Michael Jackson, and we want to help and we want to know what happened to him, just like everyone else.